to occupy Parliament, and they have made good their threat by occupying the precincts of it. Well, you're not sure where they have really occupied the chambers, but now that's something that you're going to be confirming, because there's, of course, the question of the names that they are having, where maybe they have gotten it, but I can't confirm if it is indeed the names that is used in the House. And also I can see them having the Kenyan flag, and several flags they're having, including county government flags. Well, these county government flags, most of them I see, most of the time I see them along the Senate corridor, and so that means they might have accessed even the Senate site and managed to take the flags, because I can see several flags. I can see Narok County flag, I can see Uasin County flag. There's also another flag there. There are several flags here that the protesters are having of Parliament. And right now, the member of Parliament managed to get to at least things that are happening close to Parliament. And as all these protesters are happening, I think that the contentious and that means the Finance Act ruled by President William Ruto, then it happens. And it comes below, and that's for the financial year 2024-2025, as the government seeks to fund the 4 billion budget that they have Parliament by the Treasury and the finance bill taken to the president. We passed amendment. Now I am funding ambulances, several of them. 3 ambulances here, in plenty. 3 ambulances, Parliament building. They want to take the injured. Well, because several people have been when they manage Parliament to site. Gunshots were had, and you could see the protesters lying on the ground to avoid being shot by the Parliament security team that responded. Reports indicate Parliament security was the first to respond. When they entered into the Parliament, Now we are not sure how many people may have been injured from where. But from I was standing, I confirm. Two bodies and several others injured. That means then definitely there are several people who have been shot at the Parliament. And it's just a confirmation how the numbers will be to know exactly the numbers and how the situation is, and of course inside Parliament where that's the reason I'm telling you. Very it's something that you've been feeling here. That members of the public are trying to access Parliament. Now I am looking at the present Parliament, and I can see the many of them trying to look at. Trying to look through and see where they need to the site now. I think has been taken now. Most of them are taken out, and I can see them being trying to be keen and following if they are still demonstrators who have been left inside. Actually.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel. Just please be careful, even as you try get information and our viewers. But those are live from Parliament buildings. As you see, protesters managed to breach security. They managed to remove and ended up entering Parliament buildings, and of course, as Kariuki has mentioned, members of Parliament and Parliament start running to ensure that they run to safety. And as you can see, gunshots were fired. We do not know how many have been injured. But as Daniel Kariuki has just informed us, a number of ambulances have arrived there trying to tend who might have been injured during this chaos that is being at Parliament. Remember, true to their young generation, that is the generation managed to occupy Parliament. And they're saying their protest, sparked by the Finance Bill 2024. They're saying it is fueled by hunger and that is where we are as a country. That is the situation here in Nairobi. Protesters surrounding Parliament. As you can see, they're running. Kariuki did mention that the Parliament security were the first to respond during the time where the protesters entered the Parliament. As you can see, they're live. We saw that one police was set on fire, as we're seeing there, a lorry that was set on fire, and a number of ambulances. It is equally good that we're equally getting news from St. John's ambulance, and they are saying that confirmed 8 protesters have been confirmed dead, and several others have equally been so we continue following up on this story. As you can see, there one protester throwing stones towards Parliament. I guess this is police officers who are trying to disperse those crowd gathering there next to Parliament. As you can see, tear gas has been towards the protesters trying to disperse their one person is injured. As you can see, they're trying to help. She has a bandage on her leg, if I'm not wrong. But there you have it. More ambulances getting to aid those who have been injured. And we will continue monitoring this situation. Let's just listen in to what is happening.
Ninafeel kwenda huko nao.
ni ile kutoka Continental.
Ile inaenda Continental.
Kuenda YouTube na simu yangu imeandika. Family hapa. Nikiwa juu. Bado nikotoa. Tungepanda pole juu. internet imekatwa. Umenyoa internet. Really, I want YouTube.
Those are live pictures. We are seeing from Parliament buildings. There are the tunnels that you have seen. Some members of Parliament and staff and members are using Parliament to Bunge Towers. Remember earlier on to Daniel Kariuki, who is camping buildings, assessing the situation, and trying to inform us on whatever is happening there. And he did mention that some of the members of Parliament as well as staff were trying to run to safety. But all these coming after some of the protesters managed to break surrounding Parliament and managed to enter Parliament buildings. Of course, we saw some destruction of some sort happening. We saw them running out. Flags, equally saw them break a few windows. And of course, we saw gunshots with officers trying to quell that situation and trying to remove protesters from Parliament buildings. But it's equally good that we're getting confirmation from John's ambulance saying that 8 protesters have been confirmed dead. And we equally saw a few ambulances coming to the Parliament buildings trying to give aid to those who have been injured in the midst of these scaffolds that are being witnessed here in Nairobi CBD. Remember these particular protests that have been happening across the country, from Mombasa, Nyeri, to Nakuru, to Eldoret. We've seen protesters come out in large numbers to ensure against Finance Bill 2024. They wanted their members of Parliament to reject that particular finance bill, saying the tax measures that are being punitive and draconian, if I may use the term, that are being used by Gen Z. Of course, we keep on saying that those particular protests are being fueled by their anger and their complaining about the high cost of living, complaining about the unemployment crisis in the country. They're complaining about the expenditure that the government seems to, in their words, they're saying that the government should reduce expenditure. They want public finances managed by the government and those who are in charge. And they equally want accountability their leaders. Remember this coming on a day that we saw Finance Bill 2024 reach the committee where we saw some of those amendments by the government pass. But of course, that final vote has not yet happened. All this for the government to try and raise additional revenue of 46 billion shillings. They're saying this with running the country. But of course, those are live pictures seeing on the screen. This is what is happening in Nairobi, the CBD buildings. Some protesters have managed to enter the Parliament, and of course, chaos of some sort was guns have been shot. We've seen a few people being injured, others have been shot, and also we have seen the members of Parliament run to Bunge Towers running to safety. That particular tunnel that is connecting Parliament buildings to Tower. Of course, we continue monitoring the situation in Nairobi, but also in different parts of the country. We're equally monitoring the diaspora, the Kenyans who are in the diaspora, United Kingdom, USA. They're trying to protest in solidarity with their fellow Kenyans. So this is the situation. So far, St. John's Ambulance has confirmed their number when we last got tally. It was the 8 who have been confirmed dead. Several others. We've seen destruction of property in the CBD here in Nairobi. We've equally seen police set on fire. We've seen allied members of Parliament in the side of the people when it comes to the rejection of Finance Bill 2024. So that is the situation on the ground. We're trying to get us on the ground to give us an update what exactly is happening at this happening at this particular moment. As you can see those shots, it seems there's explosions, or is it fire that has been different parts, courtesy of TV47. This is inside Parliament, and you can see the destruction that has happened. Tables broken. As you can see, there are broken windows, furniture, destruction that has been done by those that financed Bill 2024. Parliament building seems to have been evacuated. No one seems to be in sight. Security officers, police and earlier on, Daniel mentioned that it was the Parliament security that did respond as fast as they could to those Parliament buildings. That is the situation on the ground. We trying to figure out what exactly is the destruction that has been witnessed here in Nairobi buildings, in CBD. Of course, protesters are saying they're fighting for their right, they're fighting for their future, and that the cost of living is hard as it is, and these taxes that will be imposed by the Finance Bill 2024 will only make harder for them. Remember, we're coming at a time. This is coming at a time where we're seeing the rate of unemployment in the country, as well as the rate of the high cost of living, shoot to what is being witnessed in the country, but also globally by different issues that are causing this. But also, as we knew earlier on, security had been Parliament buildings. I believe that is still the situation right now. We're trying to get our reporters what exactly is happening. But remember, this comes at a time when the Financial Bill 2024 had reached the committee stage, and we saw members of Parliament those amendments. So we're yet to get the voting stage that is yet to happen before the bill is completely passed and of course taken to the president for ascension. That is the situation on the ground. Members of Parliament consider amendments as well as they will be voting on clause by clause basis to ensure that they agree with the clauses that are being passed in the Finance Bill 2024. But it's equally good that we saw those amendments being done last Tuesday. Remember, President William Ruto did chair a Kenya Kwanza parliamentary group where some of these amendments came and of course what the government is saying is that they listen to the Kenyans during the public participation as Kenyans were taking concern on the issue of VAT on bread, the issue on edible oil. These all were repealed from Finance Bill 2024, including the 2.5% motor vehicle tax. So the government did say, and we've seen members of Parliament defend their stance of defending this Finance Bill and ensuring that it passed. Last week on Thursday during the second reading, 204 members of Parliament towards the Finance Bill 2024, while 115 for no. Many of them were saying, those who voted for no, that this particular bill will hurt Kenyans, and of course this will only ensure the cost of living is harder for Kenyans. That is the situation on the ground, as you can see there, police officers to surround Parliament buildings, destruction. So far, we're not seeing clouds of tear gas, meaning some of those protesters have with fears after the gunshots were hard and several others were equally shot, others but we've seen the destruction that has taken place. We've seen glasses being broken inside Parliament. We've equally seen furniture, no broken. So what is happening in Nairobi. Nairobi. It's also good to note that these protests are not only in Nairobi, they're equally in Nakuru, they're being witnessed in Eldoret, different parts of this nation, from Lamu to Kwale to Kilifi, they're all the Gen Z that is the Gen Z that is out and they're coming out and they're saying reject this finance bill. Our members of parliament need to listen to us. We are the ones who power, and therefore they need to listen to what as a country. They are saying all this has been sparked by anger. That is the situation. I'm trying to figure out where exactly the live pictures on your screen right. It should be now. Parliament buildings. These are just protesters who are trying to make their way from Parliament. If I am not after what was witnessed a few minutes ago. Remember, section of Parliament we equally saw a police lorry set on fire. So Parliament windows equally broken. Experience in a span of less than 1 hour. The situation went from bad in a few seconds. You can see there inside Parliament building, the destruction that have been destroyed to the ground. I believe those are county flags, if I'm not wrong, then that should be the Senate. This is the situation on the ground. We continue trying to get information, to update our viewers about the last that is the members of Parliament together with Parliament staff run to safety, trying to access the Bunge Towers through the tunnel that was recently built connecting the Bunge Towers and Parliament buildings.
Hili ni swala ambalo linaonekana
Yes, sir. Ndio jamaa huko kuonesha. Emmanuel, pigia Murage mwambie kuja pia na tractor.
Mswada wa fedha mwaka 2024 katika awamu ya pili na wabunge idadi ni kubwa zaidi na wale ambao wa fedha
nafunga kwa solidarity.
So we are coming to you live from Jamia Mosque, where a few ambulances are checking in with patients that have been hurt during these demos. And so far, at least, we have already received around 5 patients that are seeking medical attention currently at Jamia Mosque. And the doctors are in, the nurses are in from all hospitals, all practitioners across the country that have come and camped here just to help the patients that are checking in to these grounds. Perhaps we could move over to the tents because now the ambulances are empty and maybe we could just see what is happening on the other side. Another patient is being brought in and, you know, that is another patient entering the ambulances, maybe seeking medical attention from other hospital facilities. So this point has been created by a number of people just to help these patients who are coming in. It is a first aid center, an emergency center for every person that is hurt as they demonstrate. So maybe we could move with my camera person to where they are seeking medical attention, and we look at a few cases that have been brought in. Those are just a few of these cases that are coming in, and people are still coming in, but they have put some barriers so that they can censor out a few people. Those are just a few of those that are seated around here that have already been attended to, given out their first aid, and others are still waiting for medical attention from these practitioners that have come to here since morning as they try to give out this first aid and attention to this young generation that have gotten hurt. So perhaps I could speak to one of the practitioners here, and then we could hear one or two from. So maybe you could tell us, you could start by your name and tell us how many patients have you received so far?
Well, I'm Eli Dopany, and there have been a lot. And it's not only one station. We have other stations in all the places. I'm here wearing two caps. Number one, as a healthcare professional to support, and number two, in solidarity. I'm here in solidarity with the movement. And I want to say this movement, and I'll be very categorical with that, this is a movement that is tribeless.
Right, thank you very much. And just like I have been covering and bringing you to speed with the latest here in Parliament, the Parliament building, where protesters managed to access the Parliament building. And as we speak right now, it's still chaotic, and damages all over Parliament, damages from all over all the areas in Parliament. I'm talking about the canteen, I'm talking about the entry to the chambers of Parliament, the entry to the Senate chambers. A lot of damages here as we speak right now. And the truth of the matter is that even members of Parliament vehicles have been damaged. I can see a lot of vehicles here have been damaged, and most of them, their doors have been broken. Some of them, the window panes, the doors to the car doors have been broken. They've actually managed to damage a lot of areas here in Parliament. You know, when they accessed Parliament from the intercontinental side, the canteen for the members of Parliament is usually situated on those, or rather on that side of Parliament. So the moment they got here, the first area to access was the canteen of the members of Parliament. That time the MPs were having their lunch. I'm currently in the canteen, and the tables are overturned here. We are talking about plates crushed here and there. We are talking about windows. They are all down. TVs that members of Parliament use to follow the proceedings have been damaged. And you can see even the area is just chaotic. Was just chaotic, rather. And the truth of the matter is, as my camera person can show those pictures to you, is that it was chaotic. And that's the reason members of Parliament were running for their safety, because it was very chaotic. And so they were campaigning for their safety to ensure that they have not been they have not been injured. So because of the damages done here at the Parliament buildings. So right now the pictures you can see there are of the damage that was done here. Actually, these pictures, this just next to the canteen where I was talking about, because this is the first part that the protesters would have accessed as they made their way into Parliament buildings. And where we are headed right now with my camera person, this is the entrance of the Senate. This is where members of the, or other senators access their chambers. And of course, this area is where was first hit by the protesters, because it is actually the first area that they would have arrived immediately they accessed Parliament from the intercontinental side. And that's the reason you see there is much damage here than any other place, because of managing to access this area. Damage areas smashed, window panes down. It was just chaotic, as you can see from those pictures that are here. I want to take you to the canteen just to have a sneak preview of what a canteen looks like. And let's just a bit move, before we move to the canteen, we move to the Parliament building itself, so at least you have a glimpse of what happened here, because the protesters managed to get to this area. So I'm headed to the Parliament, the National Assembly site, where these protesters, after they managed to access and they damaged the area of the Senate, they now moved towards the National Assembly. So this is the damage that has been left here in Parliament buildings by the protesters. So this is the canteen side. This is where we call it the members' lobby, where it's just members that are allowed to be here to follow up the proceedings as they talk, and as they talk more of what is expected maybe in the chambers. So this is where actually the members, some of them were seated, and so definitely they managed to get these places. They managed to see the protesters maybe from this area. It is the members' lobby, and I want to take you to the National Assembly side, because that's where a lot of damage also was done by these protesters, who today have managed to access Parliament. It is one of its kind situation that has never been seen before. This has never been seen before, as members of Parliament were debating the finance bill. This is actually the entrance of the National Assembly. This is where the members of Parliament used to access.
Na bila shaka hizo ni picha za moja kwa moja kutoka katika bunge la kitaifa, ambapo ni makao ya bunge la kitaifa na bunge la seneti, ambapo leo hii waandamanaji katika taifa hili wameingia katika bunge lile kuweza kupeleka fedheha zao na kueleza hisia zao, hususan kuhusiana na mswada wa fedha wa mwaka 2024. Waandamanaji hao wamefaulu kuingia katika eneo la mankuli, ambapo wabunge walikuwa wako katika sehemu hiyo. Hata lile eneo ambalo huwa ni la mapumziko la wabunge pia wameweza kuingia pale. Baadhi ya wabunge wamelazimika kutoroka na kuondoka katika majengo hayo ya bunge ambayo yalikuwa yanaendelea hapo sasa hivi. Bunge lilikuwa limekaa katika vikao vyake likiendelea kuzungumzia masuala mbalimbali ya bunge, na kama unavyoziona uharibifu mkubwa umeweza kutekelezwa katika bunge hilo la kitaifa, na waandamanaji takriban 8 kama ilivyothibitishwa ni kwamba wameaga dunia katika hali hiyo, wakiweza kufyatuliwa risasi na maafisa ya polisi ambao walikuwa wanashika doria katika eneo hili wakijaribu kuwazuia waandamanaji hao kuingia katika bunge hili la kitaifa. Imekuwa toka awali, toka mwanzo asubuhi, waandamanaji hao wakizuiliwa na maafisa wa polisi kufika katika eneo hili la barabara ya Parliament, lakini wamefanya juhudi zao hadi wakiingia kupitia njia ambayo ni ya hoteli ya Intercontinental, wakielekea hadi katika makao ya bunge hayo, wakifaulu kuingia ndani, ambapo uharibifu mkubwa umeweza kufanyika yanafanyika pale. Wamekuwa wakilalamika kutwa nzima kuanzia leo. Maandamano haya hayajafanyika katikati ya jiji la Nairobi peke yake. Yamefanyika katika maeneo mengi. Yamefanyika katika kaunti ya Mombasa, katika jiji la Mombasa. Yamefanyika katika kaunti ya Kisumu. Kule Eldoret pia kumekuwa na maandamano. Na vile vile pia tumeona maandamano katika kaunti ya Nakuru. Nataka nikupeleke katika msikiti wa Jamii ambapo mwenzangu Vera Mura yuko pale, tuweze kusikia hisia ni zipi hususan kwa watu ambao waandamanaji ambao wamepata majeraha wamepelekwa pale. Hebu tusikilize.
We have people who have come here with deep cuts, we have fractures, we have severe bleeding, and we also have babies who came here due to the tear gas. We have people who the tear gas have got to affect them. This is in regards to maybe their conditions, maybe asthma and stuff. So we are really doing our best to be here for the Gen Zs, because right now most medical centers are not accessible, but we are here to bring the services to them here in town. So right now we are in Jamia Mall, and we are really working hard with other staffs, not only medical students.
Perhaps you could tell us how many of your students were here and how many exactly did you gather to come here and help out the protesters?
Okay, as at now we have 300 students, but more are on their way coming. There are some who have been blocked, the roads have been blocked, so it has been inaccessible for them to get here. But one thing that I know is that the students are coming to support the other Gen Zs, because we are here to fight for our future and we are here to fight for our rights. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is what is happening currently at Jamia Mosque, where we are having an emergency center. A few people are camping here. Just to bring you to speed is that a lot of medics are here, and AMREF is here, Red Cross is here, different medical practitioners are here, and they are trying to attend to these patients. So far we have 2 minors who were brought here because of tear gas suffocation. We have reports of severe injuries of the head due to canister blowing on their heads and the chest, their legs. There are those that were injured because of stampedes. And a lot is happening currently here, but the medics are up to speed. A lot of activities going on of attending to these people, perhaps to do some injections to stop some bleeding. We shall be bringing to you live from this location and other locations across the board as we cover this day of Occupy Parliament demos, which is the 3rd day of Occupy Parliament demos in Nairobi. But across the country, it has been 7 days and tentatively 2 weeks of Occupy Parliament demos across the country. The hashtag of Gen Z is Reject the Finance Bill 2022, and this is the 3rd day of demos in Nairobi. So far at this center in Jamia, we are having more than 200 cases have been brought here, and once they are brought here, what is done is to stop the bleeding and to look at the wounds. The doctors are able to tell if they need more medical attention, and there are ambulances that were brought in by well-wishers, some government hospitals, and they are being used to transport the patients that are in critical condition to public hospitals to get more medical attention. But so far, medics have been here since 10 a.m. in the morning, and they had announced on their social media platforms that this area or this center will be here just to receive medics from wherever point they will be injured and giving them first aid. These people here have not been sent here by anybody. They tell me they are here specifically because they wanted to help in the demos. Speaking to a few organizations that are here, they're recording numbers of more than 200 people. And perhaps I will also introduce another voice that will tell us how they have been going on during the day, and how many people have you received as a medic today?
Yes. Thank you very much. We are all here volunteering and trying to help. We've already received over 600 people that have been coming to us for help. I have to go back to work, but what we are requesting now is anyone who is there, the well-wishers, a couple of NGOs that reached out, please you can send in supplies because we are continuing to receive more people. Our tents at All Saints have already been tear-gassed, so we need syringes, we need gauzes, we need all the supplies that we can get because we are getting as many patients as possible. If you're able to send them to us, we are still at Jamia Mosque,
So please, you can send them all the way here and be able to assist as many people.
Perhaps you could put it clear on how many cases have you handled tentatively, and what are some of the critical cases that you handled today?
The cases are continuing to increase, and unfortunately we have different registration desks, so we haven't been able to collect them, but we're definitely way past the 500 marks by far by now. Coordinating by different medical associations, young doctors. We also have my colleague here who is able to give you a more general view of what we are doing here today.
Perhaps you could begin by your name and tell us which organization you work for, and at what time were you here exactly, and are you planning to stay here until these demos go down, or tell us?
Right, that is the situation on the ground here in Nairobi CBD. But I just want us to tell you this news getting to our newsroom right now, the threats to shut down KTN News. Now, in the wake of our detailed coverage of the ongoing protest against the Finance Bill 2024 that has been organized by Gen Z protesters, we would like to inform our viewers that we have received threats from authorities of intention to shut us down. We would like to inform the public of our commitment to defend the public interest, and we shall not be cowed by any threats. Just to let you know that in the wake of our detailed coverage of the ongoing protest against the Finance Bill 2024 that has been organized by Gen Z protesters, we would like to inform our viewers that we have received threats from authorities of intention to shut us down. We would like to inform the public of our commitment to defend the public interest, and we shall not be cowed by any threats. So just to give you a recap of that, in the wake of our detailed coverage of the ongoing protest